Now joined by one of the GeneralSports.com athletes of the week. It's Jesma Evans of the women's indoor track and field team. Jesma, a couple of program records for you this weekend, as well as your team winning the conference championship in the 400 and part of the 4x4 100-meter relay. Just take us through what was a very busy and an eventful weekend.
Wow, oh my God, I don't even know where to start with that. I ran 3 races. I ran the 400, 200, 4x4, kind of back to back almost. I don't really know what I was thinking during any of them. I think my mind was really blank. I really don't remember this weekend at all very well. But yeah, it was definitely a good time, for sure.
What about this season in general, just kind of moving forward and going from one thing to the next? What would you say has been the biggest progression you've taken this year from the start of the year to where you are right now?
I think I've really just focused on refining different parts of my race. I think a lot of people, when they approach their training, they try to hit a certain time goal and all of that. And I think the way that I approached the season is I didn't really want to hit a certain time. I just wanted to run my race as perfectly as I could. I wanted to refine each step, my start, the middle, every single phase that I could. So that's really what I focused on. I was surprised during the time that I did, but also not really. I kind of knew. I knew I could drop a 57. I'd been splitting it. I'd been running it in training. It was just fun to see it all come together and actually have, a decent start out of blocks for once. I know that's something I really struggle with, a good acceleration and just finishing strong through the end.
So this weekend, you'll have one more chance, final qualifier up at Tufts to try and improve your marks to be good enough to make it to Nationals in a couple of weeks. What's going to be the key to success?
Just left turn, don't turn right.
She's Jesma Evans of the women's indoor track and field team, one of our GeneralSports.com athletes of the week. Jesma, thanks for joining us and best of luck this weekend.
All right, thank you so much.
Now joined by one of the GeneralSports.com athletes of the week, it's Mark Troni of the wrestling team. Mark, you qualified for Nationals this past weekend with a third-place showing at the NCAA Regional. Take us through that moment when you clinched the third-place match.
Yeah, so I've wrestled David before. He's beat me the last couple times, so I came in with a game plan, executed the game plan, wrestled how I was wrestled in practice and how the coaches have game planned that match, and it's a super exciting feeling to accomplish a goal of mine.
You're going with 3 of your teammates who also qualified by all also taking third place at regionals to match the most wrestlers that the program has ever sent to nationals in the same year. What does that say about how far this program has come and how this year has turned out for you guys?
Well, first of all, we're getting the band back together. We're going to Rhode Island. But I think it just shows how all of us lost in the semis. We got beat up. Evan lost round 1. It shows how resilient of a team we are. We put 7 in the position to qualify, and we ended up with 4. We all knew from the beginning of the year that it was possible, and we just wrestled how we've been wrestling in the room here.
And now the national tournament next week up in Providence. As you mentioned, what are you doing over the next week or so to get yourself feeling good and ready to wrestle at the national championship?
Yeah, so just fine-tuning those small details. It's the little things that make the biggest impacts. These are the top wrestlers in the country, so if we want to move to work, we're going to have to execute it perfectly, and that's kind of what we're working on in the room right now.
It's Mark Troni of the wrestling team, one of our GeneralSports.com athletes of the week. Congratulations on a very successful weekend, and best of luck next week.
Thank you.